Welcome to Deep Thought. Think about your life. Think about it. You know what? Sit back and really think about it. Because let's just be real. A lot of people just go along. They just following the herd. They just going along with what people are thinking. When you see like a lot of styles out here, some people just following along. Nah, I ain't even gonna bring that up. That will start another thing. But let me say in general, clothing styles. A lot of people will wear certain clothing styles because that's what everybody else is doing. In fact, the economic theys, the fashion theys want you to do that because then they can sell their next product line. So, they will sell something this year, but next year they need to come up with something new so you will keep buying. So you got to think about it. Like, why are you doing whatever you're doing? Why are you following the philosophies you follow? Why are you in the particular subculture that you're in? Notice I connect that to the last one. But think about it. Think about it. Because ultimately, you don't want to be somebody just following the herd or just following everybody else. You want to think in terms of what's best for you. Why are you going in this direction? Why are you doing this? Why are you eating this food? Why? Think about it. I want you to think about it because it's your life. It's your life. Why are you going for this particular type of mate? Is it because you want to, or is that what everybody else wants you to do? Let me talk about that for a second. There's some people, they'll go for a particular type of mate because that's what everybody else wants. Everybody else is saying, hey, go for this woman or go for this type of man. But it's not what they want in particular, but they will do it because everybody else is saying it. This is the latest style. And yeah, even in relationships, you have particular styles. They can go out, particular men and women wearing certain hairstyles, wearing certain clothes, being a certain way. And you're like, why? Is that good for your life? I'm going to tell you what, when you're talking about your life, you ultimately have to be selfish for one simple reason. One simple reason. It's your life. I want you to really think about that. Really think about that. Where do you want to live? What type of clothes you want to wear? What type of cars you want to drive? Let me use that car example. I drive a very modest car. But then there would be some people, they were like, oh, you doing this and that. You should be driving that fancy car. I was like, no, that's the car I want to drive. Because one of the things I do, I always drive a 4-door car. Always, no matter what. And the reason why is I always know I have to be able to transport family around. And I've been that way for decades. I didn't go with what everybody else was doing. I'm going with what I like. The type of clothes I wear, what I like. The philosophies I follow, what I want to follow, what's good for Rom. And ultimately, you have to do the same thing. That's what I've said. Even people who might check out my videos, I was like, I'm flattered if you follow the philosophy, but my only philosophy is that you think about stuff. That's all I want you to do. You don't have to follow what I follow. In fact, I've known somebody personally. They didn't agree with some of the things I was saying. And I respected them. Because they were thinking on their own. And I ain't gonna throw the guy's name out there. I'm cool. In fact, he rode from our particular social circle because he was thinking. And I respect him for that. I respect him for that because that's what he wanted to do. That was his life. And I want y'all to think about that. Seriously, think about that. What is your life? What makes you happy? What are you called to do? Because what you're called to do is different from what I'm called to do. I'm called to help people grow. That might not be you. You might be called to help plants grow. You might be called to have some type of business. You might be called to be that great parent. You have to do it. This is your life. Remember, you got to be selfish about that. You know? Don't follow something just because the theys would have you do it. Because see, the theys want you to be under their control. And really, the theys want you to support them. Like when we talk about clothes, the economic fashion days want you to support them because you're paying for their luxury car. You're paying for their mansion. They want you to keep going. Indeed, one of the things I do is I check out a lot of these businesses going out of business. And they don't want that to happen. They want people to keep buying their stuff. They want people to keep going. But see, one of the things they're not talking about as much, for all these businesses going out, there's some new businesses starting. For all these restaurants going out of business, there are new restaurants being opened. Like where I live, near where I live, there's some like restaurants, and they've talked about this online, that went out of business. But where one in particular went out of business, they're building a new one. But see, they're thinking about themselves. And see, that's how you have to be in your life. You have to say, okay, what's better for me? What is my mindset? What is my mission in life? What can I do? And I want you to think about that. Don't just follow along. Even that's why I've said several times, even with me, don't just follow everything I say. Think about it. And if it works for you, okay, great. If it doesn't work for you for whatever reason, okay, find something that does. I'm not going to lose sleep. Like I said, there's a young man who was in my particular social circle. And he was in a social circle with a group of us. He rode from all of us. And you know what? None of us are mad at him because he's thinking about his needs and what he's supposed to do. And he's even disagreed with me to my face on some things. And I didn't have a problem with it. You know, we just agreed to disagree on some things. But I respected him. I respected him. And that's how you have to be. That's how you have to be. You have to be thinking, okay, what's good for me? What do I need to do? What is my mission in life? What am I doing? What clothes should I wear? What should be my hairstyle? What kind of life do I want to live? Do I need to have, if I get a home, do I need to have it full of things? Or do I need to be very minimalist? Like my oldest son, he's almost extremely minimalist. He's almost extremely minimalist. Whereas the other one, he just buy. The other one, he only buys stuff if he absolutely need to. Like if he need to get shoes or something or some pants, absolutely, if he absolutely needs to. Very minimalist. Seriously, he's the type of, he get his own, when he get his own spot, he'll just have nothing around it. And you know what? That's cool. That's him. That's him. He's not going to have a bunch of stuff. The other one's totally different. But you know what? They both respect each other because that's their life. All right? I want you to think about that. Your life. Think about your life. Think about what you are called to do. Think about what you want to do, how you want to live, how you want to wear clothes, how you want to let the barber bless you. It's your life, not anybody else's, all right? So anyway, that's it for this week. Have a happy, however you celebrate Thanksgiving, have a happy Thanksgiving, all right? And I'll get back with you. Peace and blessings.